Namaste, angels. Namaste, angels, and welcome to my channel. If you found me on YouTube, please like and subscribe and comment. So today I want to do a reading on the masculine energies. When I first thought about doing this reading today, the obedience card came out, the number 48, which is the justice card in the regular tarot. The justice speaks, of course, of things coming to justice. I want to read you out of the book what it says about the obedience card here. As you can see, she's blindfolded, but she has her scale and she has her sword. So that means that the truth, or what is just and right, will be enforced by that sword. It also does not mean that justice is blind. More than likely she sees with her heart. Okay, let's go to the book. It's the wisdom of the house of night deck, Nyx. The goddess of the night, Nyx. The number 48, obedience. There are rules for everything. The sun rises and the moon sets, and they dance together in perfect steps. What rules are you considering when you ask your question? You will be sorry if you are going to break a rule that is in place to protect you and others. Even though you may not like authority right now, this is the time to obey what has already been set in motion. This is the time to learn the lay of the land and to follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. As I told you in my last reading, I've myself been confronted with various manifestations of some sort of distorted masculine. Although I'm not in a relationship, I just get that through readings and through my friends, and I know something happened. So there was this tower moment. We were talking about that last week. I guess it finally happened for most of y'all. And as I'm tuning into the masculine energies today, I just want you to know that, of course, every woman also has these parts in her. So this is a general reading, and it may or may not resonate with you. Let's see what we've taken. I'm going to use my Spellcaster's Tarot deck. I already pre-shuffled the cards to save some time. Let's just split them up right quick and see what's going on for the masculine. Actually, I got traumatized today by just listening to some people's stories, to be honest. I had to hear a voicemail where a husband was cussing out his wife the worst way while she was driving. And it's like, why are you talking to her like that? And it kind of, to me, it sort of feels like that parts of the masculine collective is still just holding on to these old ways of relating to women. And I get that this is scary for y'all because we changed so much, and y'all know that y'all called to. We get the Five of Swords again. So the Five of Swords speaks of a kind of really bad war. It's war. friend of mine walked in on her husband. So in the masculine, of course, the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and we also have the King of Wands, which the King of Wands is really what the masculine would want to be, or would, you know, like to see himself as. But right now it's this here going on, so there's not much time for all this relaxation, pleasure, fun, and all of that, because right now it's kind of crunch time. So what I get here from the cards, we have the Nine of Wands. So masculine, you are in a state of where you feel like you are need to defend yourself. You in defensive mode. You feel like there is you really can see nothing that's going on, but you know there's a lot of fire in the back, passion burning, but you are in that cage that you made for yourself, and this shows that you really, really defensive at this moment right now. So this could have something to do with the energies that we've been going through last week, and the resurrection, and you all going through these changes. But yeah, I also see that there's somebody left out in the cold. Somebody was left out, or is gonna be left out in the cold, or you are feeling that way. You're feeling that way because your manifestations are not coming to fruition as fast as you had liked to. You see, she's here sitting waiting on her squirrel. This is the nine of Pentacles. So you really waiting on your reward for your hard work, but you don't see it coming. So you might feel left out in the cold because of that. In your past energy, you have the Temperance. That means that you was trying to balance your emotions, or you were balancing your emotions, trying to, you know, not go, because you all felt that, you also all felt that feminine rising inside of you. That means there was all kinds of emotions coming up within the last few weeks, I'd say. So you had to do a lot of that. You also were confused about your emotions. You were like also overwhelmed by them. A lot of y'all still also have problems just expressing y'all's emotions in a you know, in a calm way. A lot of y'all keep those emotions in until it's time to overboil, and then it comes out in the completely wrong way. You have new beginnings coming up in your money endeavors, or in your practical life. The Ace of Pentacles speaks of new beginnings in your practical life. So whatever that Tower energy brought you, and things been falling down, and just you going through all these emotional changes, this will help you get to those Ace of Pentacles, which is a new start, new beginning in your money matters, in your practical endeavors. I'm going to use the After Tarot. We had the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. So the Five of Swords again is about you having these battles. In that other card, he picked up two swords. Here in this one, in the After Tarot, he got the third sword. He picks up the third sword, which is good. Which brings us back to 48, which was at the beginning. It's the number 3. It's about growth. Along with the Page of Swords, which the Page of Swords also speaks of new beginnings. New beginnings. Be new in the mental area. So for those of y'all that have your relationships falling apart due to your inability to adjust to the new requirements that are asked of you in your relationships, I want to just encourage you to just look inward. You have all these parts already in you. You already understand everything. It's just that you feel like you have to fight this on the outer because it goes against what you was taught a man was supposed to be. So what a man was supposed to be is no longer what you are required to do right now. And that's not bad. That's actually a blessing. And I faggot, you are not a faggot because you cry or, no, because you get a manicure. That does not make a man a faggot. And I hate this word, and I don't even know why it's been brought up to me like that. We have all sorts here, so definitely you guys are in a freaking mental state. You have the again the page of swords, which the page of swords is not really a mature person. He's kind of like, in some decks, he's the princess of swords, but he's young. He's wearing his flary ponytail, and he's young. He means well, and he thinks has this mental clarity, but actually he's not really well. He's not well practiced with his sword. In contrast to the Queen of Swords, which this speaks of the female side of the mental clarity that you are gaining right now. The Queen of Swords in the After Tarot points towards the universe, or towards the sky. You also have the butterfly there, which the butterfly is representative of your soul, of your evolving soul, because you are definitely on an ascension path. You're awakening to new realities, and these new realities have to do with your soul connections. Now, when we speak of soul connections, that could be what is referred to as a karmic partner. If you're still with your karmic partner, you run into problems and they never end. That's how you know. I don't like the term karmic partner because we all karmic partner. We're all connected through our karma somehow. But when we say karmic partner, we mean like the real bad shit. You going through cycles and cycles and cycles with this person, and they never ending, and nothing ever changes. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but with your karmic partner, you've been doing this for many cycles. A cycle in a relationship could be anywhere between 4 and 7 years. So if you've been with your woman for 7, 14, 21, you complete in cycles, and these are cycles of change. That does not mean the relationship has to fall apart, but you have to make a good and wise decision on where you want to be in your life. What do you want to do in your life? So we have here the 7 of Pentacles again. In this deck here, this person, he's not longer waiting and looking crazy and waiting on his pentacles to grow or whatever just growing here on this tree, or I think it's wine. So these are the fruits of this grapevine that, but he takes one pentacle and is on his way. So maybe it's time for you to realize that you really have come far already. Maybe you're not able to see it right now, but there's always, you have grown something. It may not be right now what you have intended or envisioned but it's still in the growing, but you still got enough. You got more than enough. You also got the High Priestess. The High Priestess speaks of your inner intuition. And that comes with balancing that inner part of the female, the feminine inside of you, you know, to be more open to trust your intuition. Because your intuition will always guide you on the right path. But men were taught to suppress their intuition. Even women, I mean, it's really, and even if people now, and you tell them the intuition, they're like, yeah, well, but this is really, I mean, your intuition will tell you always, at all times. And we have the Ace of Swords again, so you get the aces and the pages, so it is in a new beginning, but you need to be patient. You have completed the cycle, so these tower moments that you experienced or whatever, when I say tower moments, and for those who do not know what that means that something major happened in your life or some major shift occurred, something may have come to light, somebody may have died, some disaster may have struck you, your house may have got, these type of things. These are tower moments. These are things that change our life or our perspective on life. So after all of this is said and done, you do complete the cycle. You are now ready to move on. And if you ask yourself when and how long, but really the time has come for you to move on. And if you would have trusted your intuition, this would have happened for the longest, but you was not listening to your intuition, and that's what led the universe to present you with this moment of craziness that really leads you to break down old thought patterns and move on into new directions, if that resonates at all. We also have the Four of Cups. Yeah, well, masculine, man. I cannot tell you anything else to that. The Four of Cups is that energy of kind of like boredom, okay? And that's what I got from a lot of y'all, that you guys bored out of y'all's minds. The universe handed this person this cup here out of the blue, out of nowhere. But right here, this person has nothing better else to do than take this cup and pour it out. So instead of kind of like, preserving it, he kind of just spills it. It's kind of lazy. It's a lazy card. Y'all get on my nerves, for real. Okay, so we do have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Coins, which speaks about collaboration in money businesses. So it could be that for you, you have new business adventures coming on. This also comes good, but the Ace of Swords, maybe through networking or through people that you already know or people at your current workplace, you're going to be able to improve your I think your financial situation or your work situation. That's good. There's the Tower. So yeah, for those of you where that has not happened yet, I'm sorry. It will happen. But at least now you're prepared. We also have the Strength card. So these are major arcana. So with the Strength card, it's all about taming your inner beast. Yeah, that inner beast, those inner demons. Which this has been a problem for you all along. I mean, yeah, it's still about the Knight of Cups. So obviously in your emotional space, there is a lot of abundance there. You have a lot of overflowing emotions in you right now, but they may be so strong and so so bizarre to you, or not, you're not able to kind of put them in a place that you are confused. Although you want that so bad, although you are afraid of judgment, and you know that this judgment is going to come, but really there's nobody to judge you but God. So I really don't know what you are worried about. So you will be victorious in this matter. You will be victorious in this matter. And you're going to retreat. You're going to retreat and recover from those battles. Oh. Yeah, I feel sorry for all of y'all that, you know, but on the other hand, I was like, really, nobody's really listening. I mean, it's like people just choose to ignore certain facts and keep going and go against their intuition. I think that's the main factor here, what was happening. It's like you knew all along what you were supposed to do. You did not do it, and pretty much the same. So if you do the same, you get the same. Even if you've left this karmic person and hooked up with another person right now, I don't know who this is for now, but if you left that crazy person or that karmic person that you've been bound to through whatever, and now hooked up with a new person in hopes to kind of fill that void and ease that pain and just go about your business, it's not going to work out. You will need to do some healing, some retreating, like right here, like the hermit. You see the hermit, he's with his dog or with his wolf or whatever, and he's retreating, he's finding himself. I feel a lot of y'all just went about that and just went out and just went whole crazy. Sorry to say, and I'm not judging. Because, you know, whatever, because everybody just wants to make themselves feel good, and I get that. But, yeah, I pretty much don't have to say nothing to that because you already know. You already know. I do want to do a advice card for the masculine collective of the goddess, because it is about the female side that we hopefully incorporating. So for those of y'all who like to lay hands on women in a abusive way, y'all need to stop. You're gonna end up in jail. For those of y'all who still cuss out your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, I can't. I even can't. That was too much. So for all of y'all, pretty much, if you relate to women in a way where you think you can buy them, or you feel entitled to do them a certain way just because you're the man, that's gonna have to stop. I mean, you still can do it, but it's not gonna work. There it is. Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So that pretty much means that you are now, hopefully, finally realizing that you are the manifester and you are creating your universe. So all the choices you take are pretty much gonna lead to what's gonna be around you. So if you do not trust your intuition and keep being in situation that don't really serve you or your growth, you're gonna stop that. You're gonna realize that it is important who you surround yourself with, what you put in your body, what you think, how clear your thinking is, how clean your thinking is. I'm gonna also pull a Romance Angel card, just one. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So for a lot of you guys, this part, like enjoyment, has been way too little. You were not able to enjoy life fully, and that may have harmed your attraction, your attractiveness, your perceived attractiveness, not so much for the other person, but for yourself. So you having this feeling of not being attractive pretty much stands in the way of you having a fulfilled love life right now. You don't have to, you need to enjoy life. That's what you came here for. That's what we came here for. So you need to enjoy each and every moment fully. And also take time out to smell these roses. You can see she's all flushed just by smelling those roses. Give your senses something else. There's so much more to life than partying, drinking, sexing. So, well, guys, anything else? Let's do the love activation, because I feel like there needs to be a lot of heart healing. Always. Loyalty. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Now I feel like this is exactly what a lot of you guys have been lacking. As you were demanding loyalty from your partner, your spouse, your girlfriend, whoever, you really did not take it too serious on your end. Or maybe your partner didn't. Maybe they did not see it as important. Whatever it was, there was like a problem with the loyalty. Probably on both sides. When there's a problem with loyalty, it's because people don't know how to be loyal to themselves. I don't want to sound preachy, but if you lay down with whoever, you're not being loyal to yourself. It's not so much about what you promised another person, which you should never have to promise nothing to anybody. But this loyalty is a big deal, and it comes with green, which the green is the heart chakra. We are now in April, which is the heart chakra month. So today I'm going to present you with this aventurine, I think it is, the green stone. It is really heart healing and helping you guys to hopefully, you know, be happy again. I mean, it's not the end of the world, okay? First of all. Second of all, whatever had to kind of come to a close with that tower energy is for your best. You know, there's nothing happening unless it's meant for you to happen, and unless you can, you know, benefit from it. I also have wrote across the night the pink stone, which is going to make you able to not just feel love, but to receive love from other people, and not have your heart so closed, and be able to find some loyalty to yourself, and in the course of that, loyalty to others, because we are one. So whatever you do for yourself, you automatically do for others. So I hope you are open to the possibility that this can heal your heart and help you get over your rough times that you just done went through. And I'm sending you all love and light and many blessings. If you would like a personal reading or Reiki healing, please contact me and on either Facebook Messenger, or you can go to angelicempress.com, or you can leave a comment. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm feeling kind of sad too now. I was not sad to begin with, but it's all sad. Why y'all sad? I want y'all to be happy. You know, do something good. Burn some sage. You know, that's what I'm gonna do now, because y'all's energy is too heavy right now. Burn some sage. Take a salt bath. Do some yoga. It's gonna be okay. You have brand new beginnings. Okay. So I hope that reading resonated with you guys, and if so, please like and subscribe. And I see you the next time. Namaste.